Are you ready to take the next step towards owning a home in 2025? This video is video 2 of my 4-part series designed to help prepare you for home ownership. Today, I'm going to be breaking down how to budget like a pro, understanding all the costs that come up with buying a home. If it's your first time here, or you've been looking for tips to make your home buying journey smoother, help me out and hit that subscribe button and let's dive on in. When it comes to buying a home, one of the biggest mistakes people make that I found is focusing only on the purchase price. While that is important, the true cost of home ownership goes much deeper. Let's start by looking at some of those upfront costs. The most obvious upfront cost is the down payment. Talked about it a little bit in the last video. Well, 20% is considered standard. Many buyers today put down much less. Programs like the FHA loans require as little as 3.5% down, and there are even zero down payments for VA and USDA loans. And if you're in Minnesota, don't forget about Minnesota housing programs, which offer down payment assistance to qualified buyers. These programs can help cover part or even all of your down payment, making home ownership more accessible. Be sure to check the requirements and talk to your lender about options that might work for you. Then we got the closing costs, which typically range from 2.5% to 5% of the purchase price. And we used an example in the last video of a $300,000 home where those closing costs would be between $6,000 to $15,000. These costs include appraisals, inspections, title insurance, and lender fees. Remember to budget for these so they don't catch you off guard. That's why I mentioned it twice. It's very important to have that in your mind. Here is another upfront cost to consider, and that's the earnest money. That's the deposit that you put down to show the seller you're serious about, well, buying the home. It's usually around 1 to 3% of the purchase price, and it is applied towards a down payment and or closing costs at closing. Now, let's move on to monthly expenses. Your mortgage payment will likely be your largest expense, but it's not the only one. Your monthly payment typically includes principal, interest, property taxes, and homeowner's insurance. Principal is the portion of your payment that reduces your loan balance. Interest, well, that's what you got to pay the man for borrowing that money. Taxes, you know that's going to happen. They're based on your home's value and vary depending on where you live. And insurance, well, that protects your home from risks like fire and storms and that kind of stuff. On top of that, don't forget about HOA fees if you're buying in a community with shared amenities. These can range anywhere from $100 to $500 or more a month, depending upon the neighborhood, the HOA, what all is offered, and amenities that are included. Another important factor is maintenance and repairs. Experts recommend setting aside 1 to 3% of your home's value each year for maintenance. So if we take that same $300,000 home you're going to buy, that's, $3,000 to $9,000 annually. This can cover anything from routine upkeep like HVAC servicing to unexpected repairs like replacing a water heater or fixing a roof leak. Sidebar, when you're buying that home, an upfront cost you might want to consider is getting a home warranty to cover some of those things like the hot water, furnace, electrical stuff. They're not a bad idea. I've done a lot of videos on it. Maybe we'll talk about it a little bit more this year. Who knows? So here's how to create a pro-level budget that sets you up for success. Start by calculating your total income and subtracting your current expenses to see what's left for housing. Financial experts recommend spending no more than 30% of your gross monthly income on housing. And don't forget to budget for emergencies. Life happens, and having 3 to 6 months of expenses saved can make all the difference. This helps ensure that you won't be caught off guard by unexpected costs like medical bills or job loss or staying on top of your mortgage. Finally, a real great tip is to use tools like online calculators or apps to calculate your progress. There are plenty of free resources that can help you plan your budget and see how much home you can realistically afford. You're also going to want to have a discussion with the lender, obviously, right? They're going to help walk you through a lot of that. Budgeting is the foundation of your home buying journey. Getting it right means you'll be prepared for every cost that comes your way. And you can focus on finding your dream home without a ton of stress. Sounds nice, doesn't it? If you're ready to start your home buying journey or have questions about budgeting, you can use the comments below. You can DM me on one of my social medias at Bjorn to Sell, or you can visit Bjorn to Sell to connect with me directly. Don't forget that in the description below is that free home buyer's guide to help give you even a little bit more information. Let's make 2025 the year you achieve your home ownership dreams. Sound good? Next week in part 3 of this series, we'll dive a little bit deeper into finding the right lender and loan for your situation. I'll cover everything you need to know about different loan types, shopping for rates, and getting pre-approved. Don't forget to like, comment, and if you haven't done it yet, subscribe. Hit that button. It makes me happy. I can't wait to see you next week. Until then, be kind to one another.